when you are talking about yeah,
after elections.
And so when someone is speaking, you have to be calm and then wait.
Because you know after elections,
after elections,
man, so after
let's make the emphasis right. Say after elections, this happened. Don't say you say
elections. Yeah. Okay, interesting.
I will speak, but I will not. I will not speak.
I am taking almost all my time.
What about the back
No, but you can't separate the after stage of an election.
Okay,
the 3 stages all count.
Okay.
And that is why when the security agencies are briefing, they said before, during, and after, they will protect properties and then citizens.
Okay.
Okay. Are you telling me so you don't hear all this and that the NDC people were doing? What are you talking about?
No, never says.
And to say, and to Sabasa ye a buyer, San Yamaya, Sisi ye, Namina tea, from Jabba. Na your court, as I said, baby, a kikaye, a constituency is bare for. And no electoral commission never to you say, Sam, ya is our constituency. Sure, na quality, the rest of our constituencies no, then declare. This was an order from the court. Yemra name for Baka and Mandamus, giving an institution its right or official or to perform its official duty. And the court SSID. Court Yan so say the IGP, Inspector General of Police, said more electoral commission go by because the Naya Nyanuma or other side the NDC area. Because any time the electoral commission will set up its systems to collect. Now, any time so the court specifically ordered the IGP to give the electoral commission full protections, full security to collect the rest of the results. And then declare the winners of those seats. Maybe I am saying, the rest, now it's left with only Ablekumanov. And Ablekumanov, you know, more quality be per EC reports. It was now outstanding, it was about 62. Polling stations. What to me, Yanina, Mino Casay, Emma Electoral Commission now Casa. Abba Bedroom, I issue statement, upper briefing Parliament. Sir, Juma court in the say, and son, Yatumia Yanina. A couple police stations, near Sapper and Akau. And you know, as I said, Omutimi declare. Now, as I said, police for Emma Issue. A pine ball no to me a declare. I will make an attempt now NDC Nantiano. Aposelo. Almost see a mapine. NDC Nantia, no Aposelo. Almost say Omo mapine. Now, me bra. Yeah. Momo a winning seat me be. Me no say. Seat a winning ya ye wa bemu. Yan fan to kwan siamo. Yan fa gidigidi ansiamo. Yanka any wa be mu nke beka se bia yempo kwa na ekuta tumi enti de nka mumpo no mo yeden mumpo mu wini no you could have also find a way to like a be de mu ye ya some of the questions is who say omo digidi e le ba ya for omo ti bi di twifa some of the candidates who are omo declare ma but in some instances and also the yehu ye enti no ya san di ya de but one constituency and you're very clear that is Ablekumanov. Your candidates, and we knew her. Most that.
Okay. And in one year, first woman was doing.
Sisi, I know the air con say. If you know, any suspect say, almost percent almost slow the pressure that is coming from the NDC because their national chairman Johnson Esebin Ketia do na friend General Mosquito akotna national television so threatening the EC with 2 deputies so almost some fata say betena ho. And so this kind of slogan, never bad resetting, no. And so now, no, almost so say, and NDC for be you.
So who say and
so they want to control to the pressure of the NDC. Me no can say anytime I EC person, almost 2 and a more beer our Blackmanov. There's this, you see, when they do something now, NDC from the President Mahama himself. Was it?
We
From President Mahama himself, almost there to trust him no move by. Nipa wo di animu a, almost to me ma Blackmanov result into me almost tax n'anim President Mahama abona baso adi municipal chief executive di amano on na can be himself no Kamala or something. I don't know. I'll get the name for you. But he on na president aboni din a minim so mo to abanko manu because per information no now assembly members no rejecting. So I don't know say
MC no
Ablukumano.
Okay.
And he is the only nipa can be na odi tax anim na he's yes on bo result now. Now they know my book.
Okay.
And yeah, catch it almost say. Munda electoral commission no money or moduma, a sense of court as a woman so woman yet. Now, if so, yeah, kai woman, they should be bold. Ma omo yes because of pressure from the government. And you know, see the U10. The U10 is very shocking. And you omo bold.
All right.
Now, omo mandate constitution jama omo just because omo no masem and the tie ya most of we are katrepe na na bia ba ne say am baka kire say sisi adaka 19 na say mo run we are not going to accept it.
Okay.
They should be bold and then hold on to their earlier stance and their declaration.
Okay. Mama na say all right na yen twa nkomo no so member of the NPP and Asabri no wakasa actually so easy enye bold no mu nom nas no mu declare that trend na mu saka enye 19. Justice member of share na me share aye Ablukumanot in se no kan say.
It's so sad. I am very sad as a Ghanaian today. Looking at the posture of my brother this morning. Once we are so young, you'll be able to win. And there's no way you plant a maize and harvest pawpaw. It's not possible. You understand? If you are calling and say, who should we blame in this Ablukumanot Bruha? I think the backstop on the MPP and the Electoral Commissioner. The Tikruma say, the Tikruma, 20 elections. There are two about me. Easy. They're coming out with several results. About 6 several results for presidential, because per the constitution, the EC is the presiding officer for the presidential elections. Okay, 2008. 2008 are at the court time. There were elections, but then the electoral commissioner was Afroja. You have to about Okrumasi, you have to abandon. We needed about 500,000 to complete the total vote to determine who becomes the president, because I'm 2 times now. One will be run off. In the wisdom of the then commissioner for Ija, was chairman of 2 about time to get the votes to declare the president of this country. Beboa. Coming down. Once I say work of Jata, I be 2 feet. Na sebe. Odi Jata na bano, one me come up then. One will be sure I be one day. Beboa. When you were in government, 8 years, you appointed party people as commissioners. Boss Manasari, known on record Bosman Asari, the deputy commissioner of this country, known on record as a member of the New Patriotic Party, who even once was a patron to TESCON in the University of Ghana, Meboa. I Camille, people came up with so many allegations and said, no, it's not right. Meboa. Yet, diplomacy 2020, you deprived the good people of South. Likpe, Lolobi, Akpa, Fusanto Tofi. You deprived them member of parliament in this country. Then it was favoring your government, so you were quiet on that. Today, you are talking about courts. Okay? Yes, susuku or susu wimiano. And no one yedi be susu. Omotia, Kase. The NDC, the national chairman of the party, is intimidating the electoral commissioner. It's in the political only in Chinibotoma. Or yeah, we run for Blekuma Pride from the Pamon. I want to state this emphasis right. Now there are so many things the commissioner know. Yeah, even Imani Ghana, something Kujo. Imani Ghana, a petition say.
I hope so. Thank you. Record of 40 years.
Anytime a person owns to be in Ghana for now.
Yes, if she has not committed.
Anytime a person owns to
the catch up say. Imani Ghana today is calling the head of the commissioner and the two deputies.
I didn't.
Because the PC is perceived to be incompetent.
Why share election now?
You have presided over elections, sir. 8 people died under your jurisdiction. 8 people, Nipa 8. Only to go man Saman for you. You had the power, you had the security architecture under disclosure. Yet to come Banda. When we were in the winterlands, going to campaign, they brought their military tax. Almost tax no matter uniform no to come and deprive the good people of this country to vote in this country. So there are so many counts, there are so many allegations, there are so many things that Commissioner Naya said she's not fit for purpose. And I know no Bosman Asari, any other 2 deputies. They are not fit for purpose.
You say more
Mrs. Emelu Duswa. They never show Kumasi. You see, I don't know say Ablekumanov. There are 2 babies, and no baby na. Almost a coalition. Yes, re-elections. I want to ask a question. By law, who presides over elections in the constituency? Don't they have a presiding officer in the constituency?
From EC.
Yes. But the presiding officer now over Bikumanov. I can say the reason why he was not able to declare the results was because the figures he's getting, only all the figures, we cannot declare the results. And when you have figures, that's they are conflicts, they are issues. What do you do?
I don't know figures no way because I ban almost to be or Abdul. I don't know when your figures.
Now it is their hooligans, their tax.
Almost free.
I also almost free. You're too cool.
Should I help you with the results?
No, forget about the results. You forget about the results. I'll come there. Yet Tikroma say, before the elections, we all signed a peace pact. Say, the people, the institution responsible for supervising our elections in this country is the commissioner, and the institution responsible to provide security for the electoral commissioners were the police. Everybody next, any peace pact say, under no circumstance should we see a military personnel in any of the coalition centers. You see, once the Jamaica say, who trained the other to train us about we need one of them, one of them, with Namai, they will deny the apple. They thought say they could have had their way in what they did in 2020 because they used the military to take over governments from the then opposition, which is the NDC. They thought say it would have worked out for them again in 2024. We also didn't stand aloof to watch them do whatever they wanted to do. We stood on our ground to make sure say every ballot in this country was counted. It is Sauka say Ablekuma not. Who should we hold responsible for the things that are happening in Ablekuma North? You hold the commissioner and hold the MPP accountable for that.
Why?
You see why?
Why NPP?
Also why MP?
Because money on na to mo de also eto mo de jad na efa bi.
Very good. Bisa wo say date na 19 polling stations I say go to about. Why only that 19 polling stations? And I'm saying sure say they thought they could have had their way by using their tax to manipulate the system. Uncle Yero, you see they are calling say they should do recounts. They may recount.
Nti aban se na yisi edi kan be kan sa aka trepe na ontumi ye ho adwuma na afi wasan san ne chia
I don't work at the electoral commission. So easy. You see, why I tell you this is inconsistent. Because the electoral commission was here, because commissioner was appointed to come and do the bidding of the MPP. Obia, you call IPAC. National chairman to me call IPAC. No, national chairman so via IPAC. Obia of a commissioner as in the bona fide. As if say commission said nipa poja pade dia wa to ma all call the jam. That was the posture of the commissioner, Jimensa, Jenadukwe Mensa. You see, Omotia Ekas and General Mosquito will make a statement say, is you know, or pounding the two deputies. If they deserve to sack the commissioner, why not? We'll sack her. Why? Is she above the law? They said in Bra, Article 146, Omudi ruling in favor. Omudi Pamu, Charlotte Seven. We will not breach the law. The law is the law.
And then maybe say, command phone cassette, near more ye intina musumu yibiana.
And I'm telling you, Imani Ghana, no anything for. Imani Africa, no anything. Imani, no anything for. You see, so when people of wisdom, when people who understand our democracy of this country are making certain claims, Sabi, we should accord them certain respect.
So won't say you see your mud may you have
Minia, yet you come and say, Commissioner, no, Ekache say, one of the primary source of document that HSA will get any birth certificate. It goes to some time when they wanted to have their way. Amuko court take really say right now if you are getting a birth certificate, and go and check so you get any. Am I lying?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say? Who call US? Who call other jurisdictions? The first issue was the birth certificates.
But Ghana had a set entisa.
You see, the point is that the entisa say it is somebody who have made it not to be that way.
Why no?
I know MPP in the electoral commissioner.
Oh wow!
Because they wanted
Ghana.
They wanted to have their way. You see, election is a process, an event. Elections so somebody will win elections, and on the elections day. You can even win elections in the bedroom and before the bar mountain. That is why I always respect the national chairman of the NDC, a syndicate. What experience, man. Elections so you renew what them. What is you man what them now they pay. So because elections is an event of what? It's a process. Because process that will lead to the final result. And the best just say elections is fairness and fair. You commissioner, you went to court because you wanted to have your way. Because you have been paid to do the bidding of the MPP. Look at you say new voters ID new voter register. Look at Abu Ramadan. Then when Afro-Ejan was the electoral commissioner, or the court say about some foreigners, a woman court order say you move. They did that. You move to the first but America platform to say we had a lot of Togolese in our voter register. We didn't have any challenge, we didn't have any issue with our voter register in this country.
Okay, so because the
MPP wanted to do everything possible to win the elections, they stood behind the commissioner, going to court, because they knew what they have done in the courts. But today, the law is the law. If you don't understand what is happening, go to court. Go for appeal. Let us understand what is happening. Some time ago, the law was not working. The law broke down under our jurisdiction. Yet, who they are court try and say, "Oh, this will be the outcome of the resource." But today, in the wisdom of the president, look at how confident our judicial system has been.
Okay.
It is a we have platform that's what now here. Accord the good people of this country certain respects and understand, say, under your tenure, 2020, 8 people died And those blood, the commissioner and the dead president will account for it one day. It is said, okay. Don't come and throw dust into the good people of this country. Say, under NDC's jurisdiction, under NDC's regime, people died in this country. Who died in this country? One day we hear.
Okay.
So many some people. So okay, say we should hold somebody responsible for this. You hold the MPP and hold the commissioner on the 11th now. And if they come and misbehave to whatever will happen.
Na so omo nto de amenyi se omo
to say abani ye beto adamu to say ye be start can begin the club 2 days campaign serious club we dey go kuma say.
All right mamina wase all right odofo we ye dey nkomo di kan no ye dey abrewo ye Ablekuma North election na sabre ni isi say on 11th year na ye be hwe ne asa to abayi no na ye Justice Agbo ye National Communications team member de ma NDC akasa fa ho. Before that na Staff Sergeant Owusu Bonda Eric or ye journalist ne member of the NPP nso ache na dwe dia fa ho ma ye de no e dia ba awie terms and what's a messy oh abaso when you show so okay the member bia 2 minutes no fayi bibi fu na second one why
on this issue no you see
no nti mama 2 minutes na fayi ni also
me da say na me bra aka nsem bebre wa ha na emi say when they are speaking I don't know they didn't listen to themselves. You see, you have sat on this big platform to make an assertion, say the EC can overturn the court ruling. How can you say that? That when the court now say EC no, I overturn now, go for an appeal. Can the EC overturn ruling of the court of competent jurisdiction? You are sitting here. You are telling us that we should educate the good people of this country. We are educating them. And you are sitting here telling Ghanaians, children who are listening to us, our brothers and sisters who are listening to us, that EC, the Electoral Commission, can overturn a ruling of a court of competent jurisdiction. How can you say that?
I made that statement. My brother, say what you want to say.
Hey, if I can go to me play, 3 minutes before ending, you will never man.
Commissioner of the elections.
You should go for an appeal.
I'm told you are not going to court. So go to court. I'm told you are not going to court.
Yes.
Meanwhile, so go to court.
Man, source say,
I am told you are not going to court. So go to court.
Okay.
That is it.
So you didn't use the word appeal.
Mistake, my brother. Continue your statement. I am told you are not going to court.
You are not interjecting.
You have 2 minutes, man. Not so fun. 2 minutes, man.
So in educating the public, I am telling you, sir, the EC has no right.
So
to overturn a ruling from the court.
Okay.
And to me, see.
Okay.
And we are saying, sir, the High Court has ruled that EC go and collect the result of Ablekuma North 62 polling stations, out of which you've complied and you've collected 59 out of the 62.
Tell to me, yes, I say easy or yes, stable.
And Anthony Embassy, Becca said, oh, yeah, double standard. And you see, they don't have that right.
Officer Sana is Siaba. Because now I'm a Casaka trade. I'm not saying
High Court
I did not interject. I didn't come in.
Many man, so
Mabatina, Murasebegin. Mako kachira Ghana for na musifo nyina say go or shall court the man yen say yen could declare the 4 remaining constituencies. Ablekuma North court say yen say 62. Out of that 62, we've collected 59, remaining only 3. It's a public record.
So Tianka said ECI double standard.
Democratic Party, no. I then say inside the court, na can almost do. Almost catching say yes, no, and court in
But I said NDC is not commissioner.
No, see, officer, young first one more easy, some no mama winning about.
And that is why we are telling the youth say, and I'm on no mood to know. Yeah, we are only reminding them. Sir, court, as shame, someone did maybe. Mark catch the gun of one now, we are seeing us, sir, you man are called to the say, you know, and I foresee, you know, ya, Naka Satre, no. And as you see, I near was a near tea, and those 59 now are collecting in the present yet of both the all parties, especially the major parties, the MPP and DC. No more reps, and no quality, and of Bibia and the Naquim. And the upper was a material.
Okay, all right.
And so, and then after the trade, no, that to end it. No, it is not from you. I'm saying that from the MPP quarter.
Okay.
Yes, at the end of it, Yani Musini, Nana Ekua Owusu Free, Ononia 34,613.
Okay.
And the NDC for and candidate on 34,199. And Yani Atali, actually, prefer say, Yani MPP, Yamrasa Bedonia, or no dinner or no Navini.
It's a training in our home.
From your side.
Okay, and I come to
yes, into your catcher almost say, more moon to an Mobi. And your man is on the Cassetta commission for ya, not for no this seat influencer. I'm a such a man. Also, 2 minutes in the Fakamam Queen for 2 minutes in the Queen.
The point is admitted. Say High Court are passing ruling. Now say Sebi Electoral Commission.
Admitted meaning say you don't believe it or what?
High Court are passing ruling. Now Sebi Electoral Commissioner. High Court in Brussels. Not for your daughter. You party involved in the matter, what do you do? Sorry, then I'll wait. So we go back to court. So I don't understand why the MPP are just making noise about this issue. And then course they say
so I'm can't back court.
You see, the point is I'm coming.
But so we are educating the public.
Oh yeah.
No court has overturned the ruling of the High Court.
Okay.
So there's nothing like that. So the first ruling stands.
Okay. All right. We
the first ruling stands, and the commissioner is going to call for the elections, the rerun of the elections. So what do you do? What do you do?
Ningina betray Aje Emreya. Okay.
Well, former Chief Justice said the law is the law.
Okay.
What you say? So, Sebi, you see, they are
going to have a former Chief Justice.
Who is the Chief Justice?
The one you are referring to is not a former Chief Justice.
She's gone.
Gone where? I'm not investigating the so-called allegations you put
or suspension.
Oh, Master.
Suspension.
Master.
You know.
They say, or gone, or
I said now want some kind of way to some in because will be our suspension. I ain't can ask me. You can say ye if you walk around and nonsense.
Minya, we should reach in the bottom with you. Take my word, that is it.
Now I say most simple and never be home.
About resetting. Resetting means that we have to get the right people to occupy the same positions.
Okay, we was a man then trust now.
The same courts. Some time ago. These people were using against the country, the state. Because when I say Chroma saying, will be any assembly of the court grana, or Phyllis said there will not be fair government. And to be great professor of the court rules about. So we have some of the court rules about dinner and of our court. It's the same court today.
Okay.
You see, there have been precedents in this country. What I say? You see, I am guided by this country, we are guided by certain precedents. I didn't be aware of I got that or not to know their I'll be follow.
Okay.
To say, who is here? Won't you say, General Daakye Mensa, I call it say we should go for rerun of our offer. My brother, whatever court you think is appropriate for you to take the matter, take it there.
But the point is that Mumpo, Abekumanov, we will hit the campaign ground soon. And we will make sure as a master, anybody that will come and misbehave in Abekumanov, we are telling you today. Somebody imagine say, police are bored, and greater Accra regional to organize that. And the boys know. They should come and misbehave in Abekumanov. Maybe some will come and some will not go home.
Okay.
Let me say the emphasis right.
Me na was name trust because
this is not my brother is not aware say you to know Abekumanov in book so you are not aware.
Yeah, be phone lines nti my yen second one no nothing. Officer I'm now saying here 24-hour economy policy, a game changer or fiction.
So we that say. You see
when we be phone lines na they are fame because ya my brain go too much be phone lines now.
Our economy. You know, see, I asked earlier, say that it didn't exist.
Oh, I feel ya pa wonto man.
Oh. Sa policy yeah, the so-called policy yeah. Yeah, but to aba. As no be a general mosquito interest remover. And as no be almost other communicators in so interest remover. After the and which is the money before for buy. I say, well, can you be you would be party in some hey.
Man, I say, we see the benye and that turning your money.
You know, no, I'm going to every party. A whole doctor, there's something. And so the policy from the onset, no, just a whoop.
And I find the sass a bit na anti-see.
In the band is saying that what the policy back from your own party. Your own communicators who are supposed to tell us, explain to the good people of this country, say, this policy that I'm introducing, say the woman may be here, and Timunian here. After the man has some contrast meeting, number the man communicators, some matters, no man who can, and try to catch almost all the can. After almost contrast radio, TV, so almost to me, after almost almost said, so there was a time. Most of them were not even talking about it. Most of them. And after the chairman, I told him, also said, or to portray after that, did some. I tell man, no problem. Me know what I say. Just give me one thing that, or just one item in the so-called 24-hour economy policy. I say they have implemented and it has changed something.
No, I feel
no. The 24-hour economy was the leading campaign message about NDC 2024. And to the Kenyan, I'm about to catch us for the necessary because in Kenya, you so much so we are. Munya in our first 100 days, everything not come implemented. And then no more to him, and no more to him. And you know what they are doing? Almost is an issue. We are back Alpha NDC one. No, almost a term. Oh, we are going to launch 24-hour economy. We are doing this on 24-hour economy. Sir, and that is what they are doing. And so, I don't even want to mention because that didn't exist. We just waste our precious time on air to talk every day from opposition. No, just give me one thing that official from the and the air can say, Galamsea, Menu, Kasei. I tia pansama for the best sacred. I saw what to say, come once a man. No master proposing for our economy, but Menu Kasei. Social media and most news online portals, are reported to say their own chairman from some constituencies are into Galamsey. I tell so much now more come wasn't. Now the policy Makoto Wunima, Muntumi Yamushi, Muntumi Kawe, then unless, in fact, I will patiently wait because as I sit here as Ghanaian, I don't even know single thing in that policy, that so-called policy, almost someone introducing, except to say they will go and set a committee give them money, give taxpayers for normal their mom, oh, go and do bring finance, go and set up this, all on 24 hours. Sika ba now, you come do what's up, grace in no one.
But me just saying,
and even up to the lunch of it.
And can me per word, Mr. Chain woman, I'll be chain, because I feel it, lunching ticket.
No, we are I'm also a Ghanaian.
I won't see us.
Not here, I'm also a Ghanaian. And you know, and
but I was saying, yeah, lunchy, not quite my implementation, take over.
What the time they are news down in money. BBSC was 24-hour economy. Actually, we are Ghana. Have they implemented a single thing in that policy?
It's a program one like
but I told you, sir, it was their mental campaign message. It's a Ghanaian now, but I catch and say 24-hour economy, 24-hour economy. We have still not seen anything.
Okay. It's whether when young question been to the father and Mamma on a sunti and to be a baby phone lines near the amount. Now come on, you know, yeah, black man out the 24-hour economy and want some source to me, Adam, but you say enough, some might pay every mammy.
You see, it was a Cassandra, I want to say, I'm not being a panel casting or what it should be. Once a labor law, it's not even allowed for one person to work 24 hours. So if we are talking about 24 hours, we are talking about 3-shift system. We work 8 hours, other 2 people come to work 8 hours, summing up to make 24 hours. And because of the 24-hour economy, it's all about industrialization.
Mm-hmm.
How we're going to build our industries in this country to make sure that the iron rods they produce here from Anopa to certain hours, no be take over from certain hours to another hours.
No, Ghana and babies are said, do we already have the industries or we are now going to build industries?
Once when these people had an order as a government, most of the things are near on the same, and see the cardinal friend is saying, basically, we are going to reset this country. Reset means that we will make sure say our industries will work again.
Okay.
Our textile industries, almost all our industries that are dead, we will bring it back to life to make sure say the unemployment rate we would employ a lot of people into the industry to make sure say things are okay.
I know catch him say industries me to say yeah a commandant tomato factory, a sugar factory, and that baby.
So you know Busitano, who is the leader of the 24-hour economy? He's the world strategic person. You know, he has been with the revolution from 79. He has been President Rollins when President was doing the rural electrification project, when he was doing farming in the north. He has followed President Rollins all this while. You understand? So strategically, you know, pushing Busitano as the leader of the 24-hour economy, it positioned him well to probably deliver and make sure that our industries come back live in this country. It is a 24-hour economy. It's all about industrialization. So I won't see. I say akra ko school wabon. We na dey host you come put that. Yeah, be say akra wabon. We dey grad the trust on me trust. That is the nature of the people. You don't understand the thing. You see, the point is that they lack intellectual wisdom. They are deficits when it comes to intellectual. They are deficits when it comes to. I'm going to tell you maybe I say. But you see, growing up, no, Tauti almost said they were well educated. Night before them no go school. They can't say a crash for party. Maybe what? They were calling the NDC veranda party people that do not believe in anything. They are not educated. You see, but today we are telling you, say, 24-hour economy. What you not say, national chairman? I'm telling you today, say, it's all about industrialization. We are going to grow our industry to make sure that, Sabi, even to now, airport to airport, I'm not for you 24 hours. What I say, we have a human economy, other institutions, they be here 24 hours.
But I know they said now.
The word that you buy, it doesn't mean say one year you should not improve it.
Okay.
My brother, who call New York, who call US and New York Times Square. There is no way I call New York Times Square and Ajobo to be other. Every day the system is running. You understand? So industries we back and make sure say a tomato factory, say a textile factory, a plant farming. We make sure say we be ma equipment ebetimi aboa na yetimi akutama for bebre oba we have 8 hours no call, we have 8 no call, we have 8 no call, na abe 24 hours.
Okay,
it's a no tiasia born wa bon tiasia.
I'm not answer phone lines. I'm Samra Munchembi. It's all for every Saturday. No, yeah, they
just what tiasia na.
Or so what catch the Ghana for you now?
But Ghana 40, I say, but what's any penny there? Who will be able to
All right, you know, the phone numbers not the better TV na free sabre kono so afre na wa ba mu bi na nkomo me nu ahodo ye di no wonso what do I drink e dia ba ablekuma not election na ye kwakoto bi mu no ye kwato 19 police stations and after 24-hour economy no ye ade e be boa Ghana ana say adada akra say na wuhu no nkomo na ye nti no me pese uwie we ba me ansa na masa akomso uzu nti aba na sa wo kasa industries e ba be adwuma no aso membisa say one deceit one factory before starting you know mo de beka ho ana mo be gen wo
yeah menga as a job NDC we believe in continuous process.
Okay.
Yẹn ti sẹ MDB a ọmọ ní akọnyẹ náà sẹsẹ bi ọmọ predecessors ẹ yẹ edwuma pa na they don't want to accord them direct recognition. We have taken notice of that.
Okay.
1D 1F is a fine project, but the point is that the implementation process no na home here. Once I been there, I say hey, if you don't have the know-how, there is no way you'll be able to what to discharge. Okay. So if the leader.
All right, in passion, I'm picking a year when we am Nigeria, no bet was no answer. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
I will hear you, Monday.
Hello. All right, Pacho, maintaining car hunting, no motion now, Mujimi, Emmy, feeding my nephew, a fret for Monso Banner, young for Monso, dear, a craft Kawan Sana, if reading Nano, if you had me, then come on, you and get him, I had my air block manot election, I think, 24-hour economy. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Bajan Bomba Cordier.
Yamiado Namuswe.
Yaway, Paya Frost and everything.
You tell me, Pablo Douglas, Mr. Committee 25 Sema.
Okay, all right, mate, you're paying.
Mamichia, Monamichia, Obeja Pony, and I'm checking my pony. Mamichia, yes, president. The man of the movement, John Dramani Mahama. Yes, you do not war, and your mind, no manner or your mind. Yanisi, now, Mr. Yamishi, that's also who got man of faith. Now, I said, I'm the believer of what I said. And no matter what I said, I'm going to my head, the intro, because the end, the end, and this for the end.
Okay, that's it. Okay, me and was you know, as near Fencina Fia, 7 year for be Masabe, a family so much no, it was not Fia Shena, Yaba, Yabesaba, or what was what Yamai, because Yabepon 9 in the Brew Pant. Also, Bremuntaman, now I am found out, so found trust on the Asia, Blue Manot, elections are Yabacopium now, a high race, a young tuning now, 19 police stations, and the Aquaco Honor, now face 24-hour economy. All right, Mamma, now can someone the way I buy a motor and your muscle.
Yes. Once the MVP, 1D, 1F survey, in some more Omokai, Omokai, Yamushi will but for the fact that Omitimi having that mindset say they want to drive an industrial economy, we support it. We will continue from that. We are not the
but when the man who shares some way, and we are who be
industry you can educate Ghana for. So you can educate the good people of this country. You can tell them what I say. So the initiative they brought was actually a good initiative. But as to execution, and a problem. You had people who was in charge of the 1D, 1F, who only had interest in how to pack money in their pocket. They didn't have interest in probably discharging their duty as appointees. What I say? This year, we are listening governments. We will make sure that whatever the good people of this country are saying, we are going to buy into that and support because what I say? We are practicing a system. You will go to the grassroots, you will go to the good people of this country and ask them, say, what are their plights before we discharge? Yes, say, because you are government in power, yes, so yeah, what the people are saying, say, and
a friend is saying, D levy. Here the bad and say the buyer. People spoke about it. In the wisdom of the president, or catch her friend is a parliament say, hold on. Or catch the finance minister say, you should hold on with that.
Okay.
What I say, so we are listening government and we believe in continuity. We believe in continuous process.
Okay.
So if a government, a previous
a week in Boba, no more introduce another increase. Was it electricity or something?
Mausi mo fa na nsi ne yemra wo he mo fa na nsi
the new type of background. I'm not sure that they should come.
O de yemwie empese de en back count empese de back
So
count
we a memoir yeah abaya said the Ghana for in the 24-hour when I make a million say we call on the friend say at the end of the buy I won't tear I won't tear the insurance. It's all about industrialization.
Okay.
What I say ono tear na anything change to me say if you don't understand the thing get closer to us let us give you wisdom. You understand? You know Sabi 1D 1F no we have taken note of that. And I think in the wisdom of our boss, Musitano, he will take that into consideration and make sure, say, if it is feasible, say, we will have to revisit that and make sure, say, if indeed they have probably done something, I will say twice, we'll continue.
Okay.
But if they have not done anything, we'll make sure, say, if we have to introduce a new industries, tomato factory, rubber plantation, whatever we have to do
all right
to get industries done, we'll just do it.
Mo de for ba my for we so bra my for akomra ban ma ba so all right hello good morning me ba show your first and everything
I am from Israel.
me ba show as a voice we chire ma won so akra mai
I am from Israel.
okay I ain't na want to pay Twa wo team no na ete won kai wo se afra wo sai na ofre free as team ni ti ente won kai all right enti on the pay count something go but I told me if no sign free bi wo tie ne ho wo TV so munyi no sign free bi wo fra TV ne nya na wona ne kasa wona ye ne kasa nti wo twa free TV no na afi wa count some ne tumi ate wona ayi ne ate nsama wo kan nti na ma no na that TV so guso din komo nyina no won so ye beje won so wadwen kire e de account so member so na fi entra so yehwe
Sorry. I think say now
okay the question was this afi what enjim na say okay all right
the most
okay my info we all right hello good morning hello good morning
Your friend is Israel, because of enough connection.
okay my enti we all right Israel
Me catch NPP ni say ye panacho mu ye din man. Na ye man di ko no. What the transfer is ye hu de mu in papa papa. Uma joma won paso no na no mu. So what so you point to there others you take in the bye bye.
all right yes yeah that's okay enti
currently the most difficult thing in Ghana to do is to be a communicator for the NDC. Because like also me nyabutre mana say anka obewi at the end of an explanation I will get a single thing I will be catch them say okay 24-hour economy this particular industry you have implemented a policy or program and you're under the 24-hour economy and you know A, B, C, D, and a free my bank for so I did not even get a sir nyama no mo kana bia no asa kan wo he wo de catch me after also explain me actually me I will say am Matias dear pa no ka for 24-hour economy
in terms of or the nyomo ba be na o kan ho ase
also the Africa also 24-hour economy industries no and on be we be kwa na pa na we akwa sasem we anti before election no me bra anti
yeah
so the same thing no repeat it but tell us before elections am dey win aba no mo say mo ba we be kwa wi after mo say bank kra ma assign ko for na ko na bank na amanfo ananti akọ na 2 year kra pa ko iska me wan so abren pon so your ATM card amanfo di yo musika anytime o mo pay but ya te santem wo ya bre mo ya wie ti si amoko aba ja kunya no 7 good months I'm still not getting it.
Okay.
And to tell me behind the 24-hour economy, tell me who send you as soon. Because the major message are only winning. No, just tell me. I know sometimes
we just landed 24 hours. What have you done? We just landed 24 hours just last week. So just wait for us to discharge our duty as the government.
And so as we speak, so there's nothing has been done.
For now, I feel
7 months into governance, nothing has been done.
Okay.
And then you sit here and say 24-hour economy. So should you continue to sit down and be listening to this music or 24-hour economy? But 1 or 4 years never. I've come back and say, oh, now you're implementing challenges. 7 months is enough.
Sir, if you're unable to implement the 24-hour economic policy, we have a social contract with the good people of this country. So if we are unable to do that, Ghanaians will go and seek the mandate of the people in 2024.
No. So
what
if you just give me just one thing that
me say we launch the 24-hour economy.
I am in time. Me say my idea about
I'm so I feel on my lunch. I feel on baby frasi.
For 7 months, not for my lunch.
I saw almost 4 years.
7 months,
There are so many sectors in this country we have not even touched yet.
Okay.
There are so many sectors. For example,
but your major campaign message is what I'm talking about.
So Sebastian send you all canny. Your officer Sebastian you all canny. Say sa na be kono unhu yes our policy we say be woman.
Me see me no okasi. Again o maka. Me njira so nka say okay, this particular item or this particular program on the 24-hour economic policy no. Say no almost say be ye. Enunti no I convince me.
No, say revival all dead industries. Netunya ye juma no be anya bia is it a good policy? Okay, my answer about national energy. Mami for Brian. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Me wa your first and everything.
Yeah, me Prince in Kasafi, Ghana.
Eva.
Ghana. Accra.
Okay, all right. You now what kind of into
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into your Prince. Oh, but I'm saying, wow, man, how you into your Prince?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, Staff Sergeant. Staff Sergeant, yes.
My your Prince, Catch
MPP, Nini say. Oh, say MPP back power 7 months and you do it. 7 months and you do it. After only 6 months, July when you end it. So it's not complaint the MPP. Say MPP back power 7 months. 1 to 2, I think 24 hours to know. 1 good to know. Only you for your bro when you know, Mama Ghana, what they are doing, oh yeah, because they don't do what they are doing. I'm telling them also fast. If somebody comes the past 7 months, they don't be so good. 1 year crown, after not 13 in Yama, enjoy your
okay, all right, all right. Okay, I'm saying, on the corner, what can I say, and exactly 6 months NDC taking over as government.
We are in the 7th month.
No, 7th July.
You are calculating this.
No. Say July. By the from
the numbers. They're falling under which number?
No, and they're falling under 7th month of the year. But NDC, when you 6 months, officer.
See, that's 7 months. We have told you, sir. We just landed.
So just give me one.
I'm saying, but also, chairman. I'm chairman.
Okay, say bibi o ha be convince me. Say policy no
yeah, policy no. Okay, but you for be some right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
But your friends and everything.
But your friend down in the Accra.
My ATW.
Yeah, the pacho meeting mun come on na Pariba. Na come na mu bon na chilu be mo mi last. The person is here MPP ni na here ni say mpancho we. Omo be tina konya for 8 years for so many years. Omo timi ni biama omo he am I so far so there. nti no sɛ nyame ayɛ adom na sɛ ɛbɛma mo ada ɛna yɛbɛ abaako so akasɛ ɔbɛduruyɛ no ɔnyɛ ne asɛre no asɛm bɛyɛ bi ɛyɛ ampa nsusu sɛ ɔnyɛ ne asɛre bɛ ɔsɛre mu ase sɛ moabɛtena abaa so for 8 years na sɛ montumi nya biribi ama ɔman na sɛ obi aba for 6 months nie na sɛ ɔtoto nneɛma yie a na sɛ wowo kasa na ɛsɛ sɛ wɔnkasa na wɔnkasa na wɔte hɔ no wohu deɛ wopɛ sɛ woka ho nti no I think sɛ you don't really have anything to say nti no all
right. Yeah, that's a pa. My producer, one of my producers, he might be sad. He's a kind of phone that and this for an and before he and all right.
Listen. NBC follow after take us. I hope so with your videos. No, they are angry.
So, NBC for
I am telling you.
I was there home, both for them. Okay, on the appointment. Okay, appointment. Then they say, I might be a bus at the cost. Mamma for him, right? Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Open Book.
Yeah, go party. Your friends are everything.
But your family Christian take a Pukwana in Katafi Punk at the Maso constituency.
All right, me into
Okay, Mimi Bema NPP Nina or City or Mr. Manager PSA. Now, Sayana, Lura, Akifa Dominic, Mania, Baby Abbey. Now, you you saw the massive increment of 4 parties in this country for the past 2 years. So if the government has come, then we have seen the reverse of all these particular problems in this country. Look, they say he who comes with equity must come with so much. As we speak today, all prices that we rated at 17 Ghana is now 11 Ghana to 12 Ghana. Investment confidence is boosted. Companies are beginning to work to generate. Massive infrastructure development is underway. And what is it talking about? No, the 24-hour economic equality that we rolled out in no time. And it is possible to target the productive sector capacity in the country. Look, all those comedy policies that they do, it is over. The Ghanaian people are now able to understand the basis between a good governance and a bad governance. Under their leadership, their former Minister of State, we have big heads. Today, look at all the sector ministers managing a very key sector of our economy. It is a use. So please, the LDP should sit down. We need an opposition, but at the end of the day, they should sit down and see where they need stuff. They are rather making nothing of themselves. If they have something better for Ghanaians, they should apologize to Ghanaians for the failure, the hardship that they give to Ghanaians. Not to come and sit to defend a policy that the whole nation has voted for.
All right. Man, I was saying, all right. Yeah, Breno, I saw you into the affair for the Sierra Film and Mobi. 3 minutes, now, feel be summarizing in some time. This year, I quite say, Ghana for another name. This okay, 3 minutes, we will some money.
Ora, I see you Katia. I could deny simply so catch say. Omo be create environment bia ebema enyinam kanea no agina so na ebo no so abafo me no wo kase ebo no edesen sisi say okota the rate at which esan prepaid no my brother enye easy and this also by into Obama Industries are running 24 hours na enyinam kanea na wo kase beba form na ama obi atumi aye adwuma that 24 hours na kosro then you expect me to believe something that the whole kan ya nyina so a we kan say e be 24-hour economy na aso already know what say for that because that is the only way because the only way that you can run a 24-hour economy and then environment be protected and so when it comes to security me no me unity hey what if I'm making reference to outside say omuye bi wo a problem sound environment netie edu anadwo a enyinam nkanea no mantam no baabi a obi fa akɔ adwuma no omo transport system no etisɛn. Is that the same thing we have in this country? So uko mekrasi ana uko nkurankuma nkitwa ni bebre ya senia obi ba sori afri ni fie say okay as so okoduma 2 p.m. or ana 2 a.m. and amamate sa nipa no obetumi what provide enough security especially our lighting system say obetumi asori afri ni fie abesi akọ.
So Ghana as a stance who say yentumi nye 24 hour.
No, as a stance that is why only the cities in I don't know what that no one they buy you. And so they even dare not make reference to those things. Between now, the cities in the major ones no. Na say obi ebeko anadwo a ɛhɔ no cars no ɛwɔ hɔ cars no run throughout. And so was sorry no be journey there ni mpo na still obey obenya taxi bi anaso obenya trotro bi ayɛ den e akɔ anaso kuto no nkasa car. But who ekron kuma ni ma no na do so Ghana ha no wo de kotu car keke kra say wo de den wo de kɔ adwuma because 24-hour economy and see what will happen to you yenti ha ya ya no wini ba ha ya ya say lecturer ba ko owuye e da ne ka more than about 3 days minimum papa owu da ka ni mu tiye ansa ye te ne nkampo se wo and do for say obi a or take that area and sa environment wo na obasori ahomate say eti 24-hour economy abenti wo so da bese yakọ but abroche na we make reference to no some for no wo environment bi a they are protected
nti ye betumi aya na ntumi nye
no ti say a die pa mo so o maka. No, as a woman as you.
No, Matia say Numa Cassiana will come there. On the way airport, yes. But me, I can almost say industry not the back on you. Me,
but I can. Sabia will be shut me, but yeah, dear, we a beer, Gary factory be. And what was we basic Gary factory, oh, Caswano, a beer, Bronu way, and me, Bessie or so. And you might maybe any dear work. Then I will tell you, based on the would you work and a baby, and I said, but as I speak, we don't have such things.
Remember, I was saying, best at implementation.
Yes,
remember also,
the point is, on what's here, I make a reference, the taxes and I said the tariffs are to energy, so electricity, so. And you know, say the same implemented 24-hour economy because of the tariffs are with that electricity to know then industries are and somewhere running the 24-hour economy another day after of the 24-hour policy.
So that to promise me
before as of 2020 the energy sector debt was close about 10 billion Ghana cedis.
I said, give me $1.5 billion. That's what I'm expecting you to do.
But money, time that's not into me.
But I've rather been fair to him.
Okay,
under your regime, under your regime, as of 2020, a car with just to energy sector.
That is not what we are talking about.
No, like you see, I'm making reference to the
economy as
I'm making reference to the taxes. But now tax no, let me one go to a kind of about to.
And you won't say about affected sa musician we in my own can ya touch
we are trying to stabilize the energy sector.
Okay.
But before I get to energy sector, now I come up break 10 billion Ghana cedis, equivalent to $2.5 billion.
More to number the Chiamacano.
Oh, you didn't clear them. They are making sure that the energy will be stable. Then if we have to come back and revise our taxes, we just do that. What I said, so don't stand here and just throw that into the eyes of the other day.
Mamma Namas name face them say Brenason. All right, therefore, and then I'm paying a honey didn't come in a basic. Come out of me, no, you have man out and after 24-hour economy. I did buy now. I had a Nina EDBC or IT Ghana Dutching. So then I'm penny for no Matracity. Come on, you can ex staff sergeant to Usu Bonda Eric or a journalist or Sansoye, member of the NPP and our face with Justice Agbo National Communication Team member the NDC Mr. From so people for amount for so people and I na birthday be what you know ma yankom okay all right you know mo fantasy mo fan for ni ntoto so na yanko na afie ntimi ko enim tew birthday for no he okay all right and you know ba ko eni hwe na yendi ono de na mfa e ma no we no yeah, maybe this not doors the door. All right. It's where Dickness Joyce and I said but where Dickness Joyce and I feel Dickness Beatrice Usu but why that's we Mama me when I Mrs. Joyce take birthdays okay and where Dickness Joyce happy birthday and comma Dickness Joyce we free ITV yesem junior friend Sly the chain and away free by Dickness Joyce and wawoda and I face no Dickness Beatrice Usu one so na wawoda Dickness Beatrice Usu and one song wawoda and happy birthday and comma Dickness Beatrice Usu one so happy birthday and confirm pa and tuntum so e by here say abrante bi so tuntum dey by no so one and saying you know happy birthday or say come Master Abu happy birthday enko emfa ema we Fry TV yeduma ni ba kwa friend tuntum ne nchen na efi ba or say Master Abu won so wo ye kaswa ringa na wa wodanti no ye ma happy birthday so kokra adafo we so ne begina ne dey ye nedwedi ni na no aba na wi ye me am tena mo hwa madwedi scores from so people for am for so people me dey wasi